I started recording.
But our Toastmaster is not here. Oh, there she is. Hedging.
Yes.
I think we can start. She's
Okay, okay.
recording.
I'm the last person. Okay. So, okay. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, if you do it this way.
Okay, okay. It's better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, okay. Good morning. So today's we have a Sutai as a speaker. And Sutai is a PIC student majoring in international security and foreign policy. So today she's going to talk about some misunderstanding about being a morning person. Okay, are you excited?
Yeah.
Let's welcome Sai with big applause.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster. Hi, everyone. Well, I'm still struggling with those class. And right now, it's 8 a.m. in my time zone. So it's still early in the morning. And I have a question for you guys. So, how many of you are really morning person? If you so, please raise your hand. No? Okay, I see. I found out that some of us not a really morning person, including me during those online classes. So today I will talk about, do we need to be a morning person? And then, okay, until today we have come across with many books and advices saying that, oh, wake up early and be productive, or you have to be a morning person to be successful, or like a miracle morning, something like that, right? And so on. But what if we are not a really morning person? And that maybe we will start worrying about like cultural stereotype. That is like people who go to bed and rise late are lazy. Wow. Well, and most people probably try to be a morning people as much as they can. And for me, I also try to wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. and like exercise, plan my whole day, eat my breakfast, so whatever on or whatever, right? And then after 2 days, I felt really exhausted. Yeah, and I failed. Then what? Am I that lazy person? Maybe, but who cares? Who knows, right? And then here comes a chronotype, not a chrono, right? Chrono. And everyone has a sleep chronotype that like influenced by their genetics. And chronotype is essentially how your body's natural biological clock manifests itself. So what I mean is everyone has a different chronotype. And this is research was made by Dr. Michael Bruce, aka the sleep doctor. So, according to him, like dividing people into like early birds and night owls, like it's too narrow. So he divided chronotype into 4 different types. So first, beer, and the beers they are like some 50% of population, and they tend to rise and sleep according to the sun. And then lion. Lions are early risers but crash early at night. Maybe they will probably sleep at their front of their TV by 10 p.m. And then wolf, they are real night owls. Lastly, they are a dolphin. 10% of population there tend to be dolphin, and they have that abnormal sleep patterns, like which means they have sleep disorders or insomnia, but they tend to be have a really high intelligence. So which type are you? For me, I'm a dolphin. Yeah, I'm the one who has like high intelligence. No way, I'm kidding, right? So by the end of presentation, I will ask from you guys like which type are you? And then the other interesting research was made on like morning and evening type of person, and research claims that like morning or versus evening types of person shows a classical left brain and versus right brain divisions. So for half of us, it's that's not a really issue, and it's estimated that like 50% of population there are is not really morning and evening oriented people, but somewhere in the middle. And roughly 1 in 4 of us, like there are early risers, and another 1 in 4 are night owls. So, and lastly, like many research, numerous studies shows that like morning person, they are more persistent and more self-directed, and they have a better sense of well-being. And the other side, that night owls they perform, they benefit from better memory and increasing speed, and they have also that cognitive ability. And here we have that common misunderstanding about being a morning person. And like, do we have to be a morning person to be successful, right? And then because we all heard it before, like Apple CEO starts his morning at 4 a.m. and they are like famous risers who get up early, like Michelle Obama and Oprah Winfrey, like that. So if you're a morning person, a combination of your biological change from your hormone to your body temperatures will get you up. But night owls waking up at 6 a.m., like their body still think that they are sleeping, so they act like this way accordingly. So that means night owls will be much groggy for much longer than that early morning person. And so what I try to say here is like your chronotype doesn't determine your success. Everyone has a different, right? And so, well, it's kind of advice, but like there's no need to push yourself far out from your natural preference because it can be harmful. Like me, it could be draining your energy, making you less productive. But still think that like morning person sound like more CEO material. No, the only important thing is to know your chronotype and to learn to schedule your time when you have the most energy. And thank you for listening. Stop
Uh,
sharing.
okay, thank you, Satai. So I realized that I'm a off type, and also I can make some excuses to sleep like until late. Okay, so now we move to the reporter session. So do you have any questions about Satai's speech?
Yeah, I wanted to clarify the part about morning people. It's combination of hormones and something, and for night people, it's body act. Could you please explain that part?
Yes, like according to chronotype, as I told before, like a morning person, they have that biological change, and like from your hormone to body temperature, if you're a morning person, they will get you up in the morning so easily. But for night owls, like even they start wake up at same time, their body still think that, oh, I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping, oh, I'm so tired, it's like that. So yeah, your body speaks to your mind.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, thank
Now I
you.
have an excuse for staying in bed, I guess. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so evaluators, could you give comments to
Yes,
Satai?
yes.
Okay, Adija, do first.
First of all, thank you for your presentation. And
Sorry, Adija, to interrupt you, but could you speak loudly?
now it's okay.
Uh,
Can you
yeah,
hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
And firstly, you choose very good topic and which is interesting to everybody, and I like it that you asked questions from the audience, and I think it's a very good way to engage the audience. And delivery was also good, and you used your hand gestures very naturally, and the content was also clear, and your words and sentences was easy to understand. And thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Lemon.
Okay. So I like the way you interact with the audience. Like you try to give us question and try to make us involved, that keep our interest. Like we want to know what you're gonna talk about later. And I think the content was really clear. Like you give examples like by also yourself, and like also like what I said, like ask the audience. Also I think you, even though you give me a presentation, you try to communicate with your eye contact, your body language, which is good, I think. Thank you.
Okay, so now I clearly remember the chronotype because you made some like similar sound with a corona. So thank you, Sutai, and thank you all. So we are done with our Toastmaster meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say something? Hello? Can I say something?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, please.
We have about 2 minutes. I'll be quick. So some feedback for Satai. It's more of a comment, but there's a book by Daniel Pink called When. Your speech reminded me of his book. And he talks about how everyone has a time of day where your mind is operating at its best. And so you want to match the difficult tasks for that day with that time. And it could be different for everybody, right? So anyway, that's a pretty interesting book. And I want to mention like that one slide that you had with morning versus evening and then left brain, right brain. I was a little bit confused because, you know, you had like you had like 4 things, right? Morning, evening, and then left brain, right brain. And then underneath there were like different characteristics, but I didn't know what was matching with what because there was too many headings. There were 4 instead of 2.
Yeah.
So if you could maybe clarify that in the future, if you do that speech again. I know part of it is just my not listening because you were talking about it, but I was just focused on trying to read that slide and I wasn't able to understand it. Oh, but you did a good job with sense of humor. You told a joke about yourself, and that's hard to do, but like you tried it, and I want to commend you for doing that. And also, not many people gave a new speech topic, so I think that's really good that you were kind of generating new material, which is another thing that's why I came here, was I wanted to hear the brand new speech. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So, how many minutes left? Should we leave? Right?
I think 1 minute something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was so
Time is
nervous.
still recording.
Wow.
You can stop the recording, I think.
Yeah.